How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff. Make sure it's gray, not red. And make sure the little thumb is blue, not gray. Why are those backwards like that? I don't know. Anyway, starting off, we got the chapter title, Jinbei vs. Who's Who. So you know that can only mean one thing. We're starting off with Tama. Wait, what? Chapter 1018, Jinbei vs. Who's Who, and then, yep, Gifters, Tama. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. All right, sweet. So, touching real quick on the newer developments from the live floor and the stuff with Tama and the Gifters and all this. We have a total of 300 headliners with Gifter powers that have switched sides. We got the best fodder we can get on our team. That's a big deal. And it's just more and more numbers. On top of this, we also do end up learning that some more subordinates on the live stage have decided to follow the Gifters' leads. So this isn't just 300 headliners, this is 300 headliners along with subordinates underneath them that are like, okay, whoa, Daifugo, chill with the stinger, chill. Kaido's up top, boss man's not here right now. I don't want to get stung to death. I'm gonna just go with you for now, okay? Sound good? Great. All right, let's get it. All right. Where's that little girl? I gotta go make sure she doesn't die. I'm terrified right now. What is going on? That's kind of just what's going on right now. And, honestly, I can't really blame him. But yeah, so Nami and Usopp are carrying Tama, running away, keeping her safe. Daifugo shows up and he helps out the Scorpion Smile. Speed and Gazelle Man, they show up, have Tama hop on Speed's back with Nami and Usopp. Well, first just Nami and Tama, and Usopp's left running back there like, wait for me! Of course. So yeah, they're all here to help out. They also tell Tama that they found Komachiyo. Just leave him to them. He'll be okay. They'll take care of him. And then we have Zeus coming back out of Nami's climate act, asking if they can be friends again. You know, because of the whole Gifters all of a sudden becoming friends with everybody just because of Tama's power. Nami tells him no. He freaks out, and she goes, we can be partners though. So Zeus goes charging ahead, and he's just like, out of my way, everybody! So we find out some more numbers about the battle. All in all, between the 300 Gifters and all of the subordinates that just did not feel like fighting a bunch of Gifters, we have an additional 2,000 traitors. And all of the chaos has cost Kaido's crew an additional 2,000 subordinates on his side. So 4,000 swing, basically. And the numbers are now down to Kaido's Beast Crew having 16,000 versus the Samurai, the Straw Hats, and all of the Alliance having 9,000. So we're down to a 7,000 person difference. When you think of where we started, and it was like, what, 30,000 to like 5,400, something like that? That is insane. That's impressive. And that is, yeah, partially thanks to Tama's fruit, but also partially thanks to Luffy and the Straw Hat's compassion for people. Chopper on the live floor showing compassion to the subordinates that Queen plagued with the Oni virus. So this is when CP0 starts talking about the fact that the victor of this war is of no consequence to them. They just need to make sure they confirm his death. His death they are talking about is Who's Who, which we will figure out through this conversation. But anyway, the member in like the kind of frilly neck piece, kind of top hat looking, whatever. I don't know why this dude is in CP0 in the first place if he's going to ask stupid ass questions like this. This guy is not smart. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be like the top secret government organization. All right. This guy says, and I quote, have we verified his identity? Even if it is him, any confidential information he has should be dated by now anyway. His survival wouldn't harm the government. Alright, reply to this, given by the dude who's holding up the little mask in front of his face, is allowing a rogue escapee to live would set a bad precedent. Outside of this, the whole story about the gum gum fruit being sought after by the government for some reason being stolen by somebody who is now a Yonko, falling into the hands of Monkey D. Luffy, who has ties to the Revolutionary, and a grandfather who is a vice admiral of the Marines, a legend. All of this stuff, all of this coming together, that's not a good look for the government. It's really not. Also, people are going to talk about that. We are talking about that. You think people in the universe aren't going to talk about it? Like, that's not good information to let out there by any means. You are supposed to be one of the top secretive government personnel in the world, and you got to ask stupid questions like this, dude? Get him out. He doesn't need to be in CP0. Who is this? Is this Spondum? Did somebody make Spondum put the stupid mask on? Think a little bit. Think, CP0, think. With this being said, yeah, it's who's who they're talking about. And we move on to this, because they say he's fighting Jinbei right now. So he might not even live through the night as is. Before we get to the Jinbei and who's who's fight, I need to bring attention to the smartest man in manga and anime I have ever met, okay? This dude right here, that guy, he's smart. You see the other dude on the other side? Him? Yeah. That guy, not smart. That guy, smart. Get the hell out of there. You do not want to be around one of these fights between ex-warlords and Flying Six members. Like, that's... You don't want to be in the vicinity. Go. Leave. Your time here is past. Your time on this mortal world is about to pass if you don't get the hell out like that dude did. So we get who's who throwing out moonwalks, still throwing out fang pistols. Jinbei asks him, so you're holding a grudge against Luffy, he says, no, my real issue is with red hair Shanks. Obviously, my resentment will trickle down towards Luffy from Shanks. That is only natural. Yeah, who's who is technically correct in this. Yeah, his resentment would naturally just kind of follow the path of the Gum Gum Fruit and the Straw Hat, because those are like two big parts of this. But yeah, he's just raining down fang pistol after fang pistol, and we find out they're actually going all the way through the floor into the next floor below and just wrecking havoc. Like, people are just trying to dodge random fang pistols coming through the ceiling. That is absolutely terrifying. And this is when who's getting a little bit too into the action, because starts saying some really derogatory shit. I mean, he literally looks at Jinbei and he's like, I didn't think a slimy fish man could move that fast on dry land. And I think Jinbei has the most appropriate response. Jinbei just looks at him, he's like, I'm not sure what to say to that. It's generally no longer acceptable to express such discriminatory views of fishmen. Yeah, fair enough, Jinbei. That's really all you gotta say. I mean, I don't think who's really winning any favors or points with anybody on this one. Why? What purpose does it serve? It doesn't... Yeah, I get it. Fishmen are stronger and faster in water than they are on dry land, but just fight the dude. Come on. Although, with all this being said, who's who still manages to look cool as hell throughout the entire fight. So he gets down on this like 4-point stance and just charges straight at Jinbei with Fang Cavalry Flash. That's just an awesome name. Even though Jinbei actually does kind of block that and throw him. Throws out water bullets. Who's who hits the shave. So this is when who's who starts talking about the sun god Nika, or a story he heard about them while he was in prison. Apparently, slaves in ancient times believed that this sun god would eventually come to free them. It was said that he would bring laughter to their lips and free them from their suffering. The reason who's bringing this up to Jinbei is because Jinbei led the Sun Pirates, Sun God Nika, freeing slaves. The Sun Pirates were made up of slaves. Good parallels there. I get why who's one to ask. But honestly, you probably should have asked this before you started calling him a slimy fishman. Maybe? I'm just saying, at my job, you gotta take effective communication classes every once in a while. It's dumb. But maybe who's who needs an effective communication class, okay? I mean, I'm just saying. This guy... you really don't know how to talk to people, do you? That's not something... You think he would. CP9's supposed to be like speechcraft, like espionage, like dig your way in for years, and be like a charismatic, likable person so nobody will expect that you're a secret agent. You should know how to talk to people, who's who. Come on. And I also do want to bring attention to the bringing laughter to their lips and freeing them from their suffering. That can mean more than just your typical slave that you're thinking of when we think of Joy Boy, when we think of the world government, how they basically have everybody in the world as kind of their slaves in a way. If you really think about it, they really do just run the whole world under their thumb. Bringing laughter to people and freeing them from their suffering can just be bringing joy to somebody's life, making their life better, allowing them to laugh instead of just suffer all day. That doesn't have to translate solely to breaking actual physical chains of slavery. It can do both. It can be both. But anyway, Who's throwing out finger pistol spots, which was cool as hell because he's hitting them so fast. There's spots all over his body from where Jinbei's getting hit with all of these. After all this, pretty much, Jinbei's just like, dude, I have nothing to say to you. Jinbei starts getting a little angry. Obviously, this dude wants to call him a slimy fishman and then ask him all these questions. Like, no, dude, we're not playing those games. So he gets pissed and his armament hockey ends up breaking Who's finger, like finger pistol, and just crunch straight backward. That was, whoo! Ooh, my own hand hurt reading that. That was not okay. But Jinbei hits him with the Fishman Karate shark grip. Who says, take this, and kicks Jinbei straight in the face. Like, Jinbei is just sitting there. Who's way taller than Jinbei. So Jinbei's face is like prime spot to just be annihilated by a foot when he grabs him with shark grip. Who launches a kick straight into Jinbei's face, and Jinbei ate that shit for breakfast, okay? Oh god, it was so good. This was probably one of my most hype, just like moments, panels for the whole chapter. Like this specifically, from the fight aspect at least, but we're gonna get to another thing here in a second, but from the fight aspect of the chapter, whoo! Jinbei ate that kick for breakfast. Cared not a single bit. Had no shits to give. Even if he had some to give, he wouldn't have given any. That right there was dope. Alright? Oh my god, Jinbei's. I'm so happy he's on the crew. I'm so happy. Anyway, Who throws out another Fang pistol, and Jinbei just straight up nopes it. Yeah, no more of this like deflecting, no more of this dodging, no more of this, oh, it would have taken your arm off. No, it's not taking nothing off. Bye. We're not playing these games no more. Then, Who asks him, he's like, why are you so mad all of a sudden? This is when Jinbei tells him, he says, you know, man, if you're gonna come around making broad statements about somebody's people, you better not be half-assed with it. Gargoyle Tile Fist, and annihilates this dude. Fishman Karate Ultimate Technique. Gargoyle Tile Fist. End of chapter. Jinbei was like probably one of the goated characters in this series. I mean, there's quite a few goated characters in this series. But man, I will say for anybody still around watching here at the end, if you ask me, we didn't really need the stuff with Tama, or it could have been a little bit shorter this chapter. And we could have gotten to the stuff with Jinbei and CP9 and Who's Who a little bit quicker. But really, it was still only a few pages. It was like 5-6 pages, something like that, before we got to CP9. So it wasn't bad. It was fine. And it was like a 21-page chapter. So there's plenty Jinbei and Who's Who. Just because Jinbei landed an ultimate technique does not mean this is the end of the fight. Who's Who is an ancient zone, and Ulti already showed us that they can be extremely durable. Now, I feel like whatever Ulti is. Pachycephalosaurus. Thank you so much, Tekken 101. Oh my god. Pachycephalosaurus. I feel like a Pachycephalosaurus might be a little bit more durable with like scales and everything than a saber-toothed tiger, I would assume. But yeah, who knows? Who's Who might be pretty damn durable at the end of the day. But I'm out. I'll see you guys next time.